your awareness to connect so deeply and profoundly with anyone you are thinking about is how we believe you should be thinking about your client base from your professional standpoint. So the fact that even when you were describing the scenario of how somebody might feel when their dogs are pulling on lead, and ultimately that brings it back to that charge point. Well, we have this awareness as the professionals, like we know that we have to be connecting with our audience. And we say it time and time again that as much as we are in the business of dogs, we're not really, we're in the business of people, because we can't access those dogs, we can't access the animals unless we are connecting with the people. And to be able to truly understand how they are feeling and the emotions that they are feeling, and potentially even seeing that those charges, as you've mentioned, from afar and being able to connect with them so that you have the opportunity to explore that with them. And it's something that has definitely come up in our dog training business over the year, that actually we've been very hands-off as dog trainers. And actually, I don't think it was ever necessarily an intentional thing when I stop and think about it, because you're taught, aren't you, to go in and do the hands-on stuff and teach the person to use the clicker or do your marker or whatever it is, like teach whatever it is you're teaching and however you teach. But actually what we found, and this shows up in how we operate in Canine Business Academy as well, it is this deep soul work that we have to be doing. It's the mindset bit. We wrote a whole chapter on it in our book. You can't possibly do business well, in our opinion, if you are not fully aware of your triggers, if you're not fully aware of your clients and knowing them inside out, and if you're not fully aware of the purpose of your business, because everything is interconnected. And as much as we say your business, you should be a little bit detached from your business in some areas, the reality is like you are your business as well. And it's finding that dance in between, going, right, okay, in this context, we need to detach and look at the business as a separate entity and go, right, how does that operate? What's its own value system? And how does that work? And how does it connect with its audience? But then likewise, what's your part in it? Like, it's all a big jigsaw puzzle, and you have your piece to play within that business bit. So that curiosity bit, I love, because it gives you the opportunity to explore why you are feeling that way. And we see it show up time and time again from business owners in, like you say, I'm not good enough. No one wants to pay that amount of money. I can't possibly charge that. It's why I think the industry is so filled with people actually striving for higher levels of academia. And it is my gut, and I could be wrong, but it's my gut feel that we are striving for academia to almost prove a point to our colleagues, rather than actually out of curiosity and wanting to do it for reasons of, I am genuinely curious about this and I'm going to see how I can do it. So for me, entering into that degree was initially so I could get my clinical behaviourist role. That was the whole purpose of it, so that I could feel better about myself in going, I actually know what I am doing